Jake Breeze. I'm a postman and I'm 22 years old and I'm here in the wonderful world of Tyldesley. I feel like a lot of the time it's quite serene. I just sort of float around. But yeah, it's like meditation because I've always loved walking because I don't know what it is about moving, but it helps calm my mind down. Just if I get paid £10 an hour to do that, you know what I mean? It's fucking brilliant. I'm hardly working on a cure for cancer, but just makes the day go quicker. You know what I mean? Never dreaded going to work, ever. You know, that's what's mad about being a postman, is that you can literally just make people's day just by having a 5-minute conversation with them. Who doesn't love that? You know what I mean? It's it. But yeah, and then I got to high school, and again, sort of felt quite disconnected from a lot of people that surrounded me. I don't know, because I was obsessed with not doing what everyone else was doing. I was obsessed with not being cool. I fucking hated people who were cool. Hated it. So I just thought, like, the only reason that you wear that and you think that is because you've seen that other people are doing it. And I was always more obsessed with doing my own thing, no matter what. Then again, though, saying that, I'd say that I realised that if you made people laugh, you could sort of basically get away with quite a lot of stuff. You could get away with not being hard or cool, as it were, and that was quite helpful, learning how to make people laugh at a young age. I'm learning Arabic via a podcast, so I do that for an hour, and then I'll listen to a podcast for an hour, listen to a bit of music, go back to the podcast. By that time, I'm nearly done. With the refugee crisis and everything that's going on, if I can learn a bit of the language, and if I ever one day bump into a refugee or go to one of the refugee camps in Calais or anything like that, then if I can help in some small way by knowing a bit of the language, then, you know, I mean, everyone's a winner.
Take notes of the secrets, supporting not a smile. That's time for the sleepless, come and sit a while. Said those who know the secret code, take note of how you feel it, so no. I see the street, I see it fall beneath my feet. I see it all go.
I don't really find enjoyment in many other things. I don't, it's weird. Because for me, it's not the whole idea of, oh, these people are buzzing off me. It's more the feeling of, I've made these people feel something and they listen to what we do and get something from it. And that is absolutely indescribable.
So Breezy, how you feeling for this gig, lad?
I'm cold, but I'm alright. Like, our good karma's just cashed in, so I'm hoping that I don't know what I'm hoping. Tune in next week for more philosophical insights.
That band's like anger management for me. That's therapy, man. Like, just being able to just scream it all out, go off stage, and then be like, you know what I mean? Don't have to murder anyone in the week. It's fine. So yeah, it's all good.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
What's the difference between living and existing? I like that question. That's a really cool question. Existing is taking in sustenance and just generally drifting through life without dying. I think living is stepping out your front door and then continuing to walk until you find something that you've never seen before. I might put that in a tune, actually. My grandma had Parkinson's, and that was a fucker. Sort of seeing someone in your family just disintegrate like that. And then I remember once, because I was a kid and I didn't really understand, like, she used to stutter a lot, and I remember taking the piss out of a stutter once and then realising what I'd done, but it was too late by then, and it was like, Jesus, man, like, what the fuck are you doing? And then she died, and it didn't actually hit me that hard at first, and then I went to the funeral, and wow, seeing like a box just going into the ground, it was like, wow, everything that you were and are is now inside that box. Guilt, you know, is probably a big part of my life, is guilt and shame, yeah. And I think that doing music really pulls that out of you. It makes everything okay. It's just, it sort of, I remember Scroobius Pip talks about it, really big influence on me, not musically, but as a person. He was saying that he always found it interesting when people ask musicians why, like what a song means or why they started doing it, and it's like, well, because I couldn't communicate what I felt to people one-on-one in conversation, which is why I'm finding it so difficult now, I think, so that it comes out in the music. I remember sort of feeling quite weak at home, quite sort of cowardly, because like my mum had this affair, not a big deal really, but the way that I found out about it was pretty explosive, and then there was a lot of sort of, I'm not going to say abuse, but there was like definitely a bit of violence at home, not towards me, mind, it was more like my mum and my dad, and yeah, that was, I think that stemmed from quite a lot of it. But yeah, I don't know, do I have depression? I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, I've been told to go to like a sort of psychiatrist by a doctor, but too scary, man. Like, just fucking too scary. I read a book that changed my life called Stuart Life Backwards. Read it. It will change you, it'll blow your mind, it'll change your world.
Stand together in the sky.
Then after we've had the gig, we'll have a little dip in there, catch some salmon in our mouths.
But yeah, I think doing music every day for the rest of my life would basically solve all my problems, as naive as that is. And in fairness, I remember talking to a friend of mine about this, and she said the exact same thing. She was like, it's a very naive way of looking at the world. But for now, I'd rather be naive than worry about, I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather be naive for now. Yeah. It's mad, you know, because then there's people who like used to take the piss out of me in school now come up to me and are just like, oh mate, I love like that you just do your thing. And that sounds quite Brentish when I put it like that, but it's quite a strange thing that like people who once took the piss out of you for what you do are now like really supportive. That's a really strange scenario to be in. I don't hold grudges, but I don't know, man. In terms of the band, hopefully within the next 5 years, I want to be able to be in a position where it can, at the very least, be supplementing my income. Ideally, to be the main source of income. But I don't care, man. As long as I can make money doing what I like doing, I don't really care. The band is massive for me. Like, I really want this band to do something. Like, I truly believe that we can be where the Arctic Monkeys are if we want to be. But I mean, I'm working on a book. I'm working on like many a thing, and like I just want to be able to make money just through being creative. Because I think I've got something to say is the wrong word. I'd say more that I think I'd quite like to make a living off just having a conversation with the general public and seeing how they react. You know what I mean? So yeah, there you have it.